Hi, I'm Dr. Don Saran with Back in Motion Chiropractic in West Olympia. And I'd like to talk today about 10 tricks to manage low back pain. And first of all, we're going to start with let's be smart. Okay, a lot of our problems happen because of what we do at night before we go to bed. We stay up too late, we prop pillows up possibly to read, or we're laying on the couch, we're not quite in the right position. We fall asleep, you wake up, you don't get things moving quite correctly, and that creates a lot of problems. That's one area we can start. Number two, when we do get up, what we need to do is we need to stretch. All right, guys, you really need to stretch all the time, especially your hamstrings. That's going to create a lot of problems with low back pain. Our hamstrings get short, our hurdlers stretch. We need to get those things stretched out. The trick to a stretch, though, is to make sure that you do it long enough. It should be at least 45 seconds. Anything less than that, your body's going to think it's an exercise, and it actually is going to tighten back up. Okay? So let's make sure that we stretch. There's a lot of stretches for the upper body too. One of the big ones, and I'll show you this one for the neck, is actually to keep your head back and roll your hands out. Kind of call it a Superman position. Okay? That's going to roll the shoulders back. That's going to really help. Because we're a kinetic chain. Like the Bible says, we're also a temple. So if the roof or the foundation are off, we can have some problems. All right? And that leads us to number three, and that's our posture. We really need to pay attention to our posture. If we're leaning forward over a computer all day long, like this, and typing, and we're not stretching, and we're not sitting back in a chair and sitting upright, we're going to have some problems, people. We need to make sure that we're taking care of that. Now, number four, this is my daughter's favorite, the Queen of Uggs, is footwear. Now, one thing that men have a huge advantage over women is we really don't have shoes that have a lot of heel. About 1 inch is all we really want. And when you get a higher heel, that puts a lot of strain on the low back. Now, I do appreciate a high heel shoe. You know, I'm a guy. There is a reason for those. However, know that when you're wearing them, they are going to put stress on your low back. Now, the other thing about shoes, and this is for Maddie, that a thong is also called a flip-flop. My daughter hates it when I say that. But, you know, they're not very sturdy. So if you're not going to put good shoes on your feet, don't expect to not have low back pain, okay? So spend some money, get some quality shoes, all right? Now, the next one is smoking. This is my personal, you know, my mother died from end-stage lung disease, so I get on this big, long diatribe about that. But let me just tell you this. The carbon monoxide steals oxygen from the body, and it doesn't allow things to heal. Okay, and that creates a lot of problems. Right? Let's just stop smoking. There's no reason for it. And get rid of the, whatever the little inhaler dealies are. You know, let's get rid of that too, because that doesn't really help you. All right, the next one is weight. Now, weight is an interesting thing because a lot of things get blamed on weight, and let's be fair, that just because you're a little bit heavy doesn't mean you have low back pain. Now, the thing to look at is your BMI. That's the body mass index. I'm a 230-pound guy right now. Now, my BMI, if you go by my height and weight, is pretty high. But I run and I exercise in other ways. So I'm very active, and my BMI gets managed. But, you know, if you're not feeling good and you know you're a little bit heavy, you got to shed some of that weight. It's just going to make you feel better. And that actually goes on to a little bit further down the road what we have. Now, number 7, let's talk about anti-inflammatories, okay? Now, there's the over-the-counter medications, the NSAIDs, that the medical profession recommends, ibuprofen, Tylenol, Aleve. All those kind of give you some relief, and they may actually, research shows is they delay healing. They also have a nasty side effect, is they'll cause liver damage or kidney damage. So you choose which one you want based on which one you take. And don't think that you're immune to those problems, okay? What we really need to do is we need to take in natural things that'll help, like ginger, turmeric, bioflavonoids, omega-3, magnesium. We need to have good diets. We need a lot of water. We should drink 1/2 ounce per body pound. 230 pounds, that means 115 ounces of water. That's a lot of water, but I'm a big guy, okay? So we need that. The other thing we need is omega-3, all right? You get omega-3 from fish. Every cell in the human body has a lipid bilayer. I'm not going to get into biology, but that's really what we need. The two things are fats and water, but we need good fats. Don't go to the fast food because that's omega-6. Those are not good fats. Let's just get away from that. That causes more inflammation, causes more problems. Now, number 8, if you're having low back pain, what you really need to do is you need to ice. You need to ice for 15 to 20 minutes at a time. Then you get a break, and then you get to come back and you get to do it again. Now, personally, I recommend doing it a little bit longer if you really want to solve some of the problems we have. But for low back pain, 15 to 20 minutes on, 10 minutes off, 15 to 20 minutes on, we'll get circulation going, and that's what we're looking for. But an ice pack just gets warm really quick. That can be a problem. So what you really need to do is you need to take ice in a plastic bag and then put it in a t-shirt and then put it right on the low back. Okay? Let it sit there, and after 20 minutes then you can get up and you can move around and let the circulation go, and then you put the ice pack on. But an ice pack will warm up after about 10 minutes, so really you're not getting the full extent of it. Okay? So number 9, as we're moving out of the ice, what we need to do is we need to stay active. Alright, if you exercise 60 minutes a day, that's 6% of your life. 1 hour a day is 6% of your day. Everybody can exercise for at least a half hour. Okay, what is that, 3% of your day? We need to get up, we need to be moving. Motion is our friend. If you have a classic car, you don't just put it in the garage and leave it, right? Now, the last one is strength training. We need to develop some strength. Now, strength training, I'm not recommending that we go out and we all buy gym memberships. But what we need to do is we need to have some resistance. Okay, and you can do that in a variety of ways. One of them is actually, like I just said, getting out and walking. That will build up resistance because you're constantly using the muscles. You can give yourself a little hand weight. 1 water bottle on each hand as you're walking. That's some weight. Now you can get into the gym. Be careful though. Now there's also bands, and you can come into the office and ask us and we'll set you up with a nice regimen for exercise using bands for the different strength, the different levels of strength that you're looking for. Okay, or we can make recommendations as far as working out in the gym. And doing core exercises. Core exercises are important. Planking. I'm not a big fan of sit-ups, but I am a big fan of planking and some of the other exercises using exercise balls that really can help. Alright? So, that's 10 ways of helping you with your low back pain. Don't forget, if you have low back pain, don't wait until you're miserable for 3 or 4 weeks before you do something about it. If you can, give us a call. Back and Motion Chiropractic, we do relief care. Come on in, we'll take a look, we'll treat you, we'll get you back out there, we'll release you as soon as we can. Alright? Make sure that you're good. Now you reach us at 360-357-7585. That's Back and Motion Chiropractic, and we want to help you so that you don't suffer. Thank you.